Hello and welcome to Barber-Ous. I warned you there'd be more punny names. Barber-Ous is one of quite a few robots to have a punny name. However, Barber-Ous is an unusual robot in that it's a full body drum spinner, painted red and white like a barber's pole. Basically, it's all. Just think barber's pole. Now imagine it on its side, on wheels, with spiky things on. That's Barber-Ous. Also, the robot was made out of plastic, which was listed as its strength and its weakness. Interesting. Barber-Ous made its debut in Series 5 of Robot Wars, landing in Heat J and getting a pretty rough draw for its first fight. 6th seeded lifter Panic Attack, the Series 2 champion. Ouch. Barber-Ous dodged Panic Attack early on, but got on the wrong end of a lift and got carried around before being let go. So Panic Attack hit Barber-Ous repeatedly in the hope that it broke something. And it did. It did a number on Barber-Ous' drum, though Barber-Ous did do a number on Panic Attack, taking out Panic Attack's weapon and not making its top look so pretty. Panic Attack used Barber-Ous to open the pit and opened itself right in a bid to try and catch Barber-Ous and drop it down into oblivion. Barber-Ous got nudged to Sergeant Bash instead. Once free, Panic Attack pitted Barber-Ous. So that was Barber-Ous out and Panic Attack through. Barber-Ous returned for Series 6 as Barber-Ous 2 and landing in Heat K, drawing Grab a 4x4, the axe-wielding granny dummy on wheels that is Granny's Revenge, and the very last robot Barber-Ous 2's team wanted to face. 4th seeded horizontal flywheel wielder Hypnodisc. The Dual Gods were not kind. Barber-Ous 2, not wanting to tangle with Hypnodisc, and who would, went after Granny's Revenge, nearly getting the latter out of the arena, which would have been impressive. But Granny's Revenge stayed in and Sergeant Bash rocked up, so Barber-Ous 2, being made of plastic and vulnerable to a flamethrower, got out of there and went for 4x4, which had been having an appointment with Hypnodisc. Barber-Ous 2 also got introduced to 4x4's entangling cloth, which it was not supposed to have, and that entangling cloth ended up wrapped around Barber-Ous 2's drum. 4x4 was very dead, as was Granny's Revenge. Hypnodisc then showed up and hit Barber-Ous 2, which removed the cloth and killed Barber-Ous 2. Another hit caused Barber-Ous 2 to start emitting ominous smoke. So Hypnodisc attacked Barber-Ous 2, 4x4 and Granny's Revenge in that order. Granny's Revenge was counted out and was also on fire. Literally. Barber-Ous 2 was deemed to have stayed alive the longest out of those three, so it got through. Meanwhile, a cooker landed on Granny's Revenge from the drop zone. Hypnodisc hit the cooker before cease was called, because if it's in the arena with Hypnodisc, it's a fair chance it's going to get hurt. Next up was Axebot Cat 3. Oh, and also a massive repair job for Barber-Ous 2's team. Its wheels were not well. Cat 3 missed with an attempted axe blow, so Barber-Ous 2 hit Cat 3 twice. One hit removed some armour, the second hit turned Cat 3 over and removed some spikes from Cat 3's axe. Barber-Ous 2 kept attacking Cat 3 and made self-righting hard for them, in fact impossible, because Cat 3 failed to self-right. So Barber-Ous 2 did a pirouette as Cat 3 was counted out. Cat 3 lost its axe head, its kill-lot, and flew air floor flipper. So Barber-Ous 2 was through to the heat final and faced Hypnodisc again. After one collision, Barber-Ous 2 failed to move, so Hypnodisc hit Barber-Ous 2 some more. Hypnodisc then opened the pit and sent Barber-Ous 2 most of the way to oblivion. Barber-Ous 2 was counted out and sent Barber-Ous 2 the rest of the way to oblivion. So that was them out. Barber-Ous 2 returned for Extreme 2, entering the challenge belt for the right face rammer Tornado. They outdrew Axe Flipper Iron Ore 2, Vertical Spinner Vader, and Axebot Terahertz. It's so nice to be able to talk about Vader without sounding like Darth Vader. Barber-Ous 2's team were worried about axes. Facing 2, it can be easy to see why. Barber-Ous 2 was the last robot to enter the fray, but when it did, it went for Iron Ore 2. Might as well take out the ones you're worried about. And flipped it over. Iron Ore 2 managed to self-right and got out of the way when Vader attacked, Barber-Ous got out of the way when Vader attacked Iron Ore 2. It also dodged the axes of Shunt and Terahertz. In fact, Vader was axed to death and Iron Ore 2 just managed to get out. So Terahertz and Iron Ore 2 teamed up to give Barber-Ous 2 an axing, which led to some ominous smoke coming out of Barber-Ous 2. Terahertz opened the pit before Iron Ore 2 axed Barber-Ous 2, but turned themselves over and couldn't self-right, with Barber-Ous 2 stuck on their axe. Meanwhile, Vader was counted out and removed from the arena. Barber-Ous 2 managed to get off Iron Ore 2's axe, but it was dead and Iron Ore 2 was still upside down. So Terahertz 2 then pitted Barber-Ous 2. The judges were called in to see who died first between Iron Ore 2 and Barber-Ous 2. The judges said that Barber-Ous 2 died first and thus it was out. Barber-Ous 2 returned for Series 7 as Barber-Ous 2 in a bit. No, I don't know what was wrong with Barber-Ous 3. Bit of an unwieldy name there. I didn't come up with it. I wasn't involved in naming these robots, any of them. It entered the Battle of the Spinners, where it faced Vertical Spinner, Infernal Contraption, and Dual Horizontal Spinner, Shredder Evolution. Barber-Ous 2 in a bit and Shredder Evolution made a target of Infernal Contraption, which lost part of a wheel. Shredder Evolution had a go at Infernal Contraption before Barber-Ous 2 in a bit hit them a few times. Shredder Evolution then opened the pit, before sending Barber-Ous 2 in a bit to Mr. Psycho, who hammered and pitted them. Shredder Evolution ended up winning the fight, as Infernal Contraption died not long afterwards. Barber-Ous 2 in a bit Series 7 win began proper 2 episodes later in Heat E, where it faced Flipper Leveler 2, Jumper Spinner Tetanus Booster, and Thunderpants. Thunderpants failed to get in the arena. Barber-Ous 2 in a bit had to go at Leveler 2, hitting them repeatedly and turning them over. However, Leveler 2 self-righted and got attacked by Tetanus Booster, whereas Barber-Ous 2 failed to move and was dead. So it got counted out, flew air for Flipper, and got pitted by Mr. Psycho. It would never return. Whilst its team did hold on to Barber-Ous 2 for quite a while after Robot Wars, they scrapped it in 2015. 1 year later, Robot Wars returned. Oops. Barber-Ous 2 Barber-Ous in all forms, but particularly Barber-Ous 2, was proof that a full-body spinner of the drum variety could work. Alas, it only had that one run in Series 6. If you want to see Barber-Ous do well, look up Series 6 Heat K. I promise you, its fight against Cat 2, Earthcat 3 showed its full potential. If it were more reliable, Barber-Ous could have done better, maybe even won a heat. But it was just bad luck that its one decent run coincided with the time when it was in heat with Hypnodisc. I mean, ouch. But we might never know if a more reliable Barber-Ous would have done better. And it's only recently that there's been another full-body drum spinner show up, Axe Backwards, over in BattleBots. Now, the question is, who's next? Gotta shake the box up really good. So we could get anyone. We could get a champion, we could get a one-fight wonder, we could get something in between. We have got Cygnus X1. Sounds like a spacecraft. Nice. Until next week, Callison 244 out.